Hello, this is FG back with you for Anbennar, continuing on where the crash left off. Hopefully, I did run it for a few months until I got an event, and we got further than we did last time. So hopefully, this, Trenton, yeah, I'll join that. Pearl's Edge still have cores? They have cores on Trenton. Trenton is allied with Royal Sword. We can take these guys out. I'm just gonna check something. Alright, yeah, they'll help us with that war. Magun and Lensinor. Magun observed the battle, his steed watching him in patient curiosity. The early battle had gone well enough. The Castanorians' fresh troops, unused to heavy resistance, rushed out onto the field half-equipped in a disorganized mess. However, he noticed more soldiers kept trickling from their camp, and these ones, veterans, their army gleaming in the sun, and their ranks holding in tight formation. Who knew how long the Laurentish could last, unless... Magun put a horn to his lip and blew 2 short blasts into it. With a squeeze of his legs, the unicorn immediately shot off at a gallop across the Castanorian camp. His ragtag band of Ordningers, armed with refitted plowshares and mounted upon workhorses, followed his charge. The camp was a mess of activity, a group of Castanorian soldiers attempting to organize themselves, attempting to form up and join the battle together into a regiment under the eyes of a sergeant. Magun knew his target. Riding quickly, he and his band targeted the disorganized Castanorian soldiers. The first impact was devastating. With a single strike, their sergeant was slain and their order swiftly broken. Believing Magun's company to be a second army, the Castanorian soldiers quickly fled, causing their comrades in the camp to do similarly, and believing themselves to be encircled, soon the whole Castanorian army was in full rout. Seizing the opportunity, Magun quickly reorganized his men around his banner and made charge against the fleeing Castanorian forces. It is said Magun's band harried the fleeing Castanorians to the borders of Small Country before the band let up. Yep, there's the Gnomish hierarchy. These guys can just drill for the moment. Thanks. I should probably build a few of these. And that would help out a lot. No, fuck you, Vern. Merchants leaving, yeah, whatever. Army career, take the army tradition, a realm to defend. It is afternoon. The sun hangs high in the blue sky, though on its way down. It is into the sky that Aaron stares, gazing upon the countryside of Lensinor from atop a particularly large hill. There, with their back against an oak tree, it sinks in that the land below it is not just countryside, it is their countryside. The individuals below must be permitted to go about their daily lives, Aaron observes. For is that not as important as the need for noblemen like themselves to hunt? No matter how vast or how populated, these individuals need to be allowed the ability to live their lives free from war, suffering, or evil. The land needs protection, for that was only just, and protect it we shall. We can just take that cash. Go ahead and build a few more. And I will give... I can give the adventurers a little bit of land. Seems good. And if I was to build a second army, I could only get it... Yeah, I couldn't get a big enough army for it to make sense. UX's is under Arboron. Who else is under Arboron? Corvuria. Oh yeah, Arboron is the big boy now. Okay. I think it's probably time to declare on them. I did this. This would be 93,000. I can piece out a lot of these guys. Plus, Lorent's going to be knocked out immediately since this war is half just to get Lorent's truce down, and the rest is to actually take Lausanne. Do they want those provinces? They do. Well, I want them a lot more. So, deal with that. And then we're gonna go with Elasion. Okay, why would this destabilize them? Do they have... Why do they have... Alright. Okay, that would be enough to definitely get it done. Yes, we can declare for Elasion. No. Elasion, call them in. Okay, they don't want any provinces themselves, which is good. Also, I would love to make them an ally. And then... Army larger, Lorien's reach. Ruinborn ghettos. Yeah, we're nice people. We're nice people. Mostly. Don't question that. I mean, we are actually good people. We're genuinely trying to be, like, noble knights and whatnot. Although personally, I am quite fond of the idea of a knight who believes himself to be, or a crazy person who believes himself to be a knight, like Don Quixote, or what are they called? The Flesh Eater courts from Warhammer. So I'll make my truce a little bit. Why aren't they giving up? Oh, because we don't actually have their capital. Nah, I can actually wait for that. I don't need that province. Okay, we'll go deal with these rebels. Okay. Napes Bay. Yes, I can get them out. More reps. Get that. How many reforms does the Empire have? Oh! I did update the build in hopes that I would fix it, which was correct. It did, in fact, fix it. It also probably bricked the Empire of Anbennar, but we're not really dealing with that, so who cares? Alright. So for Neckliff, obviously I want cash, I want war reps. And I want to be building farm estates. Like right there. And then we want one there. Currently we only have one. We need 5. Which is definitely very doable. Also, shout out to Arboron for being a bro and helping me out. Alright, who else are we at war with? I also really need to build an actual fleet up. Traveling minstrel, yep, give me the admin points. I should probably... let's go ahead and get Laurentine up. Or the Upper Bloodwine, sorry. Same thing. Gonna march all the way around that way. I'll give them the land. I like production. What we do in the shadows, vampires, yay. Never watched that show. Seems alright. Okay, this should be plains. Yeah, we're gonna devastate them. Did that actually destroy their army? Alright, we're gonna head this way as well. And begin hunting down armies. Alright, these guys. Moonhaven, BPEC, cash, more reps, trade power. Pirates. Nope, cannot control the free word. Alright, and we want... did I develop... Yeah, I developed Horse Garden. Excellent. And then I obviously need to run this way. I wouldn't mind... Oh no, Corvort doesn't actually have claims or anything. Take the rest of that. that. And then one more month tick. Yeah, this is gonna make some people upset. Magisterium, cash, reps. Probably because there's a battle going on somewhere. Alright, maybe not. Oh, Wex will join in. RNN. More reps. I'll hand that over to Corvaria, potentially. And then... Alright, wait, let me, stick Corvaria on that province. And here, we are gonna wait for tech. Off to the Luna River to siege stuff. If you keep up with Anbennar, you've probably seen some of the recent dev diaries, one of which is based on the Luna River, kind of. Oh, it was just like the Imperial dev diary. But one of the big things coming in the next update will be the fact that they've actually added in Black Powder Anbennar, which is the canonical... The Black Powder Anbennar is the canonical fate of Anbennar, is the not French Revolution takes over and they hate the mages for doing stuff. Hey, we won eventually. All that matters, baby. Now we can do this. Alright, this can go over to Corvaria when I peace out. RNN. Alright, that is lovely. Alright, and now I can also throw down a manufactory. Presume Enteben. Does that need 7 military development? That's good enough. Plus it's our namesake, so... Everthil out of the war. I want a whole bunch of cash. Care about these alliances. Yeah, the Everthil alliance kind of sucks. And Vermin is delusionally optimistic about this war. Alright, and then for Blue Heart, that. And then I will take these 2 provinces. Is that Imperial? Oh, I think they changed the icon. me just check. Okay, no, I can actually hand that off to them. As a little thank you for everything to my friends in Arboron. And we can do Abdeltungir, Arboron. Okay, they won't rival me, which is wonderful. Yes, this, and then... No, not that one. This one right there. Okay, and we will head over to Warrenpain. Excellent. Just give me the cash straight up. Nope, fuck you, Vern. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Alright, that should protect. And then one right there. Should protect the Enteben heartlands for the most part. Right, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is my development button? Do that. Right, beauty celebration, hurrah! You know, this fork can actually go. I don't need that one. If I get invaded by C, I can deal with it myself. Plus, it's kind of their funeral, since they won't actually have anywhere to run. Hello, Arboron. Thank you very much. Oh. Well, there goes Lex becoming evil. That. Shit. Oh yeah, fleets. I should probably do that. Let me get... they've been through enough. Yeah, we're nice people. And then we will do this. And comes to my fleet. Kobold refugees, let those poor souls in. Jesus Christ. Ruinborn refugees. Okay. I can go ahead and get rid of those. I don't really plan on transporting anywhere. We're nice people. Sometimes being a nice person means you gotta be able to tell your friends when they're doing something fucked up. And one of our whole things was we fought the Witch King, Nichmer, so ideas, take that, Siegebreaker is civilized. Dom's Bridge, okay. Claim a Dom's Bridge. How much longer? Oh, I don't have a truce with them. And then as far as navies go, I want to get that. About Arboron. I can call an Arboron. And then we will declare war with Kylandi. Who am I at war with? Wind Tower. Eventually deal with Vertesk. I'm also getting to the point where I can start to raise another army, but that one won't have any cannons. Let's go with, I can actually probably pull guys off of this. Let's combat with now. 29. Alright, these guys can get reformed into a full army. Which will be 19. Take that. Yeah, we'll take Dictator Relations. Wind Tower, Napes Bay. Why do you always ally to everyone I hate? Alright. Edge of the Empire. Found to our east is the Empire of Anbennar, a not-so-unified land of squabbling lordlets. Many of our lands in the western Dameshead, Enteben's area of interest, are particularly disunited. Even so, they can still field substantial armies and fall under the protection of their emperor. It is our duty to liberate them from this disunity and uncertainty, but it will take a mighty army. Carnetary area, yeah. Take the discipline. Take the prestige. Whole bunch of money up front. Napes Bay. Who else am I at war with? Istralor. As Wex's evil ruler died. No, I still haven't settled that. military points. Bad, bad. 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 Alright, so the provinces I want are gonna be those. And those. Probably those as well. Right, that's good. Wait, who am I at war with? Vanberry Guild? Yeah, Vanberry Guild. Alright. Maybe I could get a few transports. Temporary insanity. Struggle or take the cash, take the war reps, lose a little bit of war score. Good. Alright. You guys need to come over to Warrantane. These guys can join up with the fleet. And I can go ahead and hire a couple more generals. This guy and this guy can go. I will take this general, though. This guy's useful. That guy's not. Oh. Here we go. Finest of steeds. At the end of the day, however, a rider is only as good as his steed. Even Magun himself could not salvage a mule as a steed for battle, though he could surely have made a strong attempt. Few could ride a unicorn, but the appeal can be mimicked. Strong and fast, able to move just enough at an impressive speed. The Ordninger Ulan. The Ulan is the future of cavalry. Horses can be bred to be faster rather than stronger, and if the troops riding them sacrifice some armor and equipment, then they can ride at speeds unmatched by any heavy cavalry. Armed with lances and an unquenchable spirit, they can ride around enemy formations, flank them even as they think themselves secure. While once there may not have been enough noblemen brave enough to risk themselves in a cavalry charge, with an overabundance of new knights, we can easily find brave souls to fill the ranks. With their members, the Ulan can be presented everywhere the other soldiers can be present everywhere the other soldiers need. Alright, yes, Snape's pay, get out, give me cash. I'll force religion on you just to be funny. Alright, maybe we need go ahead and build. How many heavies do I have? Not enough. Build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more heavies. Additionally, we need to build some economy to help support those armies. No, navies. Support the navies. That's what I was thinking. Okay, let me get some more of those. I can afford one more state. Give me that. Cannibalism. And that, I do not believe is going to be enough to win this battle. Just actually grab some galleys off of that fight, which is pretty nice. Alright, we don't have anything else to do at these points. Cannot afford to take that right now, as we are doing that. Alright. Just make sure we have the entire army there. That is just on time. I'll go ahead and get the Volley Infantry now. Take Diplo Rep. Okay, what can we take next? Dynastic Administration, Meritocratic Recruitment. has this war been going on? 5 years. Okay. That. We're now an empire of Lensinori culture. Lovely. And then we can fight any sort of rebel who wants to show up there. With the acquisition of Loren's reach, Lorenon's reach, we can say with confidence that we hold the greatest northern extent of Lorenon's old kingdom. Indeed, if we need any further justification that Enteben is the rightful hegemon of Lensinor, then this would do it. That doesn't mean we can rest, though. Portions of the small country is owned by halfling oligarchs under the pay of human magnates, considering their halfling subjects' resources to spend and acquire rather than people to steward. We can stop that, so we must stop that. It is only through our guidance that they can prosper as they are meant to be. Alright, dissolve that alliance. These guys can drill. I'm gonna actually get these up to 20. 8% cavalry to infantry ratio. Alright, looking good. Third Kingdom. Alright, we need to start looking for new allies. What about Everthill? That'd make a good alliance. With the Silbor. Which do we make more money from? Yeah. Granted. Is my governing state? Not actually much. No, we're not friends, Goed. Okay. Of Woodwell. Now you go back to drilling. And you can drill as well. Alright. And for get all of them with cannons. And I'm going to take that off, and we're going to start building a spy network in Goed. Our natural scientist. That is unfortunate. Yeah, we can get a wizard. Thornish come from? Where they go, where they come from, where they come from. They come from Duranic, Cromrory. Don't know where they're from. Don't know where they're... I don't know where, like, 3 of these cultures are from. I assume that Thornish has something to do with Oilsard. Right, I'm gonna save up for tech. And tech trade in Westport. Remainder of my fleet is probably going to be made up of trade ships. Now we might get another. Yeah, let's get another heavy. Okay, and I can get a few more trade ships. And more refugees, we'll take that. And that. And I'll take the mercantilism. What great power number are we? We are number 3. Grombar. You hate Gwed. I hate Gwed. Let's get along and be best buddies. And as part of my... I will even royal marry them. And then we can, there is the influence action, curry favors. We'll take that, which obviously means I'm gonna have to upgrade a shit ton of ships, which is unfortunate. Also need to come right that way. Yeah. Take that to prestige. Okay, what if I change... Okay, I can get out of this war. If I go like this, and then I'm still royal married. And I say, instead of them, I want to wed. Can I break my... I don't take a hit to stability because we're rivals, which is so lovely. Alright, let's put the trade ships off. And then these guys can go protect trade in Westport. Truce runs out very quickly. Eberthil, I should have enough favors. Yeah, I will have enough favors. Oh, Jesus Christ, Grandbar is absolutely fucked. These guys... Yeah, send them that way. And then they can get together. Alright. Food Festival. Yeah, we like our halflings. Yeah, we'll have the Redfoot halflings in no time. Cardesti volunteers. How old is my ruler? He's 51. Okay. Truce with Gillette is up. God damn. Okay, what's wrong with Arboron? You gonna revoke that Arboron? Okay, I want to go for, which province has Aelkindar? Okay, yeah, we took tech. Discipline is correct. Aelkindar, Aelkindar. Okay, so the issue is trust. I can actually fix trust. Nope, not that. Favors. Arboron got rid of their silly little alliance. That would make me very happy. We have a royal marriage with Wex. I can't in good conscience do that, which is really stupid because Wex would make a great ally. Do I side with Wex to liberate that? Oh, he's kind-hearted though. Kind-hearted Witch King. feels good. And we need that one. Okay, so I'm going to take everything I actually have claims on. Also have very nice siege ability. What's my siege ability on Galed like? -40. And now I need to do something with my mill points. Great. No, Cows Keep, you're gonna stick around because we're gonna annex you. And get that claim. Alright, excellent. Are they? No, they're not fighting. Do I take this? No, I don't. Actually, I will send armies down to go against the Colt. Every time there's a shock phase, you can just see the amount of soldiers that die. Alright, and for this, we can get 10 Years Abolition Act, which is, whatever. Okay, you know what? Bombard the capital. Get rid of that alliance, get rid of that alliance. Don't care about that one. And I'll go back to them later. BPEC. What's this emperor's name? Wellham. Okay. There's a general out. Is there any nobility thing I can give that will help with? No. Interesting. Alright, we only have a few provinces that flipped over. And one of them is here, and we can throw our religious unity down there. The other one is right here, and we can throw, and of course religious unity right there. Okay. What if I just make you a vassal? Alright. frees me up to deal with Galed as I see fit. Well connected, pretty good air. Don't know if they can ride the unicorn as well. That sounded really bad. Yes, we will support the kobolds. I don't want to lose an army because I'm being stupid. Alright. Sorry for a brief pause. I had to check a message someone sent me. Very interesting message. Thinks that one of her former friends signed her up or gave her information to a MLM scheme, which is always wonderful. That alliance, that alliance. Again, right there. Let's head right here. What is that? Which one of these provinces is Legion's Rest? Legion's Clearing, sorry. Interesting. How many more Lennox am I gonna have to kill before Goled decides enough is enough? Because I can kill a lot of the Lennox. In fact, I will kill a lot of the Lennox. Don't really want to, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And some stinky Lennox will have to die. I really should have upgraded my fleet with that money. Firm in exile. Alright, and obviously we're taking all of my claims and then North Viswall. Yeah, I'll be coming back anyways. Also, Goled being allied to Selimdor is very cursed. We'll take him in. Selimdor. Who's fighting who? What war is this? War of the Cornite League. Alright. More reps, cash. And here. All the genocided all the kobolds. Oh, that's just sad. I think we've taken a fair few kobolds though. They show up. They do not. Yeah. Oh well. I'm not asking for anything else, am I? Alright. And we even conveniently have forts. Lovely. Okay. We love our halflings. Ignore any bad things I've ever done to them. Here's this army. Of course, it's all their recently conquered stuff. Why wouldn't it be? And then that. That. Alright, now let me go to tolerance and go to halflings, focus. Yeah, those guys don't need to do that, these guys can just drill. Didn't realize they'd rise up that soon. Clearly. Point. Could have used that a little bit ago, but it's really actually not that big of a deal. Because everyone's converted to rebellion. I assume this is all just replenishing and rooting out corruption. Oh, and missionaries. Didn't realize that. Now we're gonna have to dissolve that alliance. Okay. These guys can just drill. Come recall defeated. Alright, good job. we now have the lovely ability to... Oh, forgot I was gonna do that. Yeah. That was the thing I meant to do. Bad reputation. Yeah. Wait, how far does the Empire expand? For some reason, Rotcleaver is the head of the Coronite League. Make that come off. We can get cord. There's a commandant. Discipline. Upgrade them. Two of a kind. 50 admin. Alright, Lex's evil ruler died. Oh, they're actually in the war. For some reason I thought they were sitting it out. Take that. Benign neglect. Wait, is this... Which one? BPEC. And BPEC converted to Coronite. Let's begin the unicorn hunt, and I will go with a DM yet again. And that is cannons, chamber demi cannons. I can get the small country revolt right now, which is good. I will take this, and this is full cores. Let's go talk to the nobility. Give them strong duchies. Statesman or a diplomat, those are both good. so that should mean I can convert Minar very quickly. He reacts by fleeing. Alright, so we only get a 5% increased morale, which is okay. Let's go and provoke South Visval to revolt. Provoke North Visval to revolt. Soiree. Like a bastard. Alright. Need to stop building. In fact, I actually want to get that mission done, so I am going to take out a loan. So I can go ahead and get it built. Alright, and this will be... Nope, don't do that. Those guys are drilled. Give me one moment. Alright, we will create a template with its 10. And get them right there. 4 vintage. Because I dislike having loans, I'll pay some of them off. Okay, and then we can protect the halflings. To many, the Sorcerer King was a brute. His men collected taxes, captured subjects, but were generally content to leave the inhabitants by themselves once they had paid their dues. With the halflings, however, things were a different story. The acolytes of the Sorcerer King had a special hatred for halflings, and the campaign was marked by constant raids and battles given by hordes of half-sized undead. It was against them that Aelkendar was constructed, a garrison fortress that was able to respond to the undead in such quick time that the dead were relegated to slave labor. Magun was here, too, helping to oversee the construction of the fortress and defeating any army that marched to halt its creation. Alright. And with that, I am going to end this episode. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.